our CS, Professor Kobia, CS Manamushero, karibuni sana. Our chief guest, my sister, Ama, your uncle, Kendi. Let me also recognize my auntie, Professor Kabera. Really nice to see you. Comrades, friends of Kendi. It's so great to see so many of you here. First, let me congratulate you, Kendi. Thank you for taking up the challenge. I know I threw this challenge at you many years ago, and I want to commend you for living up to that. And I also want to thank the very many people who have been at the center of Kendi's life. She has fallen, but she has always had people to hold her up. And that's why she's very busy right now holding other people's hands. And I especially want to thank Professor Kobia. I know it's been a very tough 5 years for Kendi, but thank you for holding the hand of Kendi. If it weren't for you, you're not sure she'd be where she is. I also want to tell Kendi, thank you for telling this story of brokenness, this story of hope. This is the story of the Kenyan girl. If I was to ask how many of you have been broken in your heart, in your life, I'm sure all of you will raise up your hand. How many of you have had breakthroughs? I'm sure many have had it. Thank you, Kendi, for telling this story. And I congratulate you for telling the story because there is no greater power than writing. When you write, you cease to be a slave of the past. When you write and you put your thoughts in a book, you prepare yourself for the future. I say this because from where I've sat and from where I sit, I've written a few books. Unfortunately, because I'm a civil servant and I've sworn myself to secrecy, I cannot publish them. But every time I write those books, I feel that burden of the past has left me. And it prepares me for the future. So Kendi, that brokenness that you've had, you've now prepared yourself for the future. All these challenges that you have enumerated in this book are no longer part of you. This book is preparing you for the bigger things coming in your life. And thank you for sharing your story. Finally, I know you've joined government. As a Firebrand, you are on the left. As government, you are now on the right, a very conservative person. You need to marry these two hearts of yours. The Firebrand you were and the conservative that government has made you. Come back to the center. That's what will prepare you for the future. Because you are Firebrand, you're no longer the Firebrand that used to be. But also, don't be the conservative that governments make us. Come to the center, and you're going to prepare yourself for the future. Thank you very much. Asanteni.
It's a special occasion. And you know the documentary was just setting pace on why we are here. But the documentary cannot do much more than to listen from the Firebrand herself. Kendi, to me, has been a colleague, a friend, and I've known her even in the streets of campus life. We've walked together. There's the journey of comradehood. And I'm very happy that today we are just seated here. And when you look at the comrades who are being where she is right now, I think there are very few. And that's why, Kendi, you're inspiring us. Your story is inspiring. And that's why we're here, just to be inspired by Irene Kendi. Oh.
And I don't know how I did it.
I made it through.
And I can't tell how I did it. But
One thing I know, Jehovah did it all.
and that is how I made it through. This is my testimony.
I made it through.
And
I don't know how I did it. But I made it through.
And I can't tell how I did it. But
The one thing I know, Jehovah did it all.
and
That
is how
I made it through. Asanteni
I
sana.
believe you also have your own testimony.
I'm so speechless. Madam CS, Mom, thank you very much for being here. Waziri Jomoshero, I'm stupidly loyal. I'm grateful for your presence. Ambassador Kabira, you have always attended all my events. I can't take it for granted. Professor Wanjiko Kabira, thank you. My greatest friends, my supporters, everyone, thank you so much. And before I speak, today we are celebrating my story and my book. And there is one gentleman who wrote that book. You know, I'll not talk too much. Everything you want to know about me is in the book. From how he started writing the book. But this day could not be a day without this gentleman, Abuta. He's a young man who wrote my book. We started writing this book in 2020. And I want to tell something when he's here, because majority of you know him. He wrote a post on Facebook and said if I were to write a book, I would call it Beauty to Ashes. It is in the book. I won't talk even so much. And we began this journey together. And he wrote a book. He's an author by extension, just like I'm a leader by extension. He has done auxiliary science, but he has a talent in writing. And when he commented, I went to his profile. I realized he was writing for Nation, Standard, Nairobian. And his skill, the way he plays with words, those who read that book, Waziri, it is one of the best books that has ever been written in this continent. Abuta, come. Yeah, here is the gentleman. This book came with a lot of blessings. He came to write the book. He came to write the story during Corona. And at the mint, we fell in love. When I took him to interview Waziri, I told Waziri, this is the author. I didn't say he's my fiance, but today, Mom, this is the gentleman who is bringing cows to you. You can ask for advance. Yeah, he's the one who wrote the book. He's a very intelligent man. And I'll be so selfish to say anything before he speaks. He wrote the book and published it. And if you read that book, it is written with a lot of love. It is written with a lot of love. It is a book that is so dear to my heart because he wrote it as if it is his story. We fell in love, Uko chapter 4. Uko chapter 4. And let him say a word because I will not speak too much because I want to welcome Waziri so that we can unveil the book. Sisi tubaki tupige sherehe, si ndio? Okay.
Thank you very much. Sometimes when you are given introductions of this nature, it escapes your soul that one of the great days that you wanted to see roll out in your life is actually a day like today. So I'm very grateful for that introduction. I was called when I was doing other things, but I'm very glad that you took time to recognize at this point in time. So Kendi's story is quite remarkable because there are so many other stories I'd written, and I'm seeing my colleagues in the writing and data world, which is completely different from what an ordinary story could be. So when I was writing it, I thought it will be very good for me to write this story so that when history unfolds, I can claim a chapter so that people do not say, this person is just not the ordinary kind of guy. You just position yourself where history is going to happen, isn't it? Yeah, so without saying so many words, I want to thank her for the opportunity to write her book and also thank the Great Men Network who are also with us here today. Perhaps you can see these guys because she really acknowledges them as they have made part of our story. So they may be here with us. I can see David, I can see Silas, Mwiti is here, yes, Gitia is here, Meshach is here, yes, Mark Rachonyo is here, Vincent Rapando was supposed to be with us, but maybe on the way. I really want to appreciate them because before I even met her, they had known her story much, much better than I do. So thank you so much. May God bless you and may all your ambitions come true. Thank you.
I love these guys so much. And if I die today or rise today, let the world know. The man who brought healing in my life, he came to my life when I was so broken. You read in the last chapter of my book about how I struggled with depression. He did not get intimidated by my power, and he came when in my lowest moment. That is why it's so special to me, ma'am. And there is no day we will come to you eti tumepigana. Vita yetu itakaa kwa nyumba na sidhani kuna yenye inaweza toka. The Great Men Network, I'm the chairman. This gentleman, if you read in my book the last chapter, you will see a topic, subtopic of Great Men Network. They are my friends. They have built me. They are part of my blood. I brought them together. They met in my house for my birthday. Today we have a movement called Great Men Network. I'm the only lady. I'm the chair. I'm the admin. Even their wives are not there, and they are all married. CS, Professor Margaret, I will always want the world to know. She is the first woman in the entire world to hold my hand. People talk good things about people in funerals. And I said I'll talk good things about people who have supported me when they are there and they are alive. I lack words to say the things you've done for me. You replaced my mother. When I lost my mother, you jumped in. You have never judged me. You've never left me. With all my mistakes, with all my everything, you've stood by me and with me. And thank you, Mom. Let the world know I am the firebrand that I am today because of you. When my mom died, I almost committed suicide. And because of you, I gave life another chance. And my son here, Chian, I've really struggled with him. You too give me the reason to live. And then Abuta came, and all has been well. It's a very emotional day for me because of this love. When I wrote this book and didn't have a coin, didn't have money, the salary you pay me and the money you give me, I buy expensive clothes. She gives me money, she gives me salary, but I buy expensive clothes. So I get broke almost every time. So I did a fundraiser, Mom, Waziri, and my friends who are here. Everyone who is here has contributed money for this book. I created our subgroup of 230 people. They raised for me 650,000. Within a span of 1 week. For me, you are part of me. And when history of this country will be written, my name will be there and your names will be there. These are my siblings. This is my family. And Gian and Abuta. And Mom here sees. I know God got us. You got us. And I'll never forget you. Because I don't want to talk too much. I'm so happy. I'm so humbled. It's a very emotional day for me. Ragot of Great Network, karibu. Douglas Moged of Great Network, karibu. Najua ndio mimi upiga control. That's who unasikia na wataja. And my friends. And Bubi. This is Deborah Bubi. She's the chair of the Youth Advisory Board, where I am a director, courtesy of Professor Margaret Kobe and CS John Musheru. She's our chair. We have other directors. Just say hi, then I welcome Waziri.
Good evening, everyone. I know Irene has two things. Very courageous woman who speaks her mind, and also a very prayerful woman. Irene, congratulations. God bless you.
Thank you so much. The directors of the board who are here, the student leaders who are here today, CEO Roy Sasaka, Dean of Africa, Baba Yetu. He really played a big role here for me to be here. And everyone who is here, thank you so much. After Wazito wameondoka, tunabaki kuongea. Even my doctor is here tonight. Dr. Carol Robai, we studied and you are so special to me. Carol Robai, she's doctor. Mom, see that lady? When I sank into depression, I remember going to Dr. Nabiso, the psychiatrist. Now she was the assistant. When I started crying, she started crying. And I was like, which doctor is this? No, I'm coming for help, and you're even broken than I am. And from that day, we built relationship and friendship that lasted for 4 years. And I healed completely. And let me tell you, people, there is nothing you shall never overcome under the sun. The goal here is don't give up. The goal here is not give up. I don't even want to talk, tutaongea. I want to welcome my mother, my mentor, my boss who is a minister, and I cannot call her madam. Iwezi toka. I call her mom even in front of people. Ananiangalia nile tumacho. Uwezi nita madam? You see the way mothers communicate with eyes. So when I say, mom, she's like, nasema, okay, prof. Yeah, I want to take this opportunity, remain studying, as welcome Professor Margaret Kobia, who is our chief guest tonight, to come and say a word and then help us unveil the book. Thank you so much, ma'am. Oh, thank you.
Thank you very much. Please take your seat. My colleague and friend, CS Joe Mushero, Ambassador Kabira, the lady who is hosting us, who is also my daughter, Isaka, friends and the colleagues and the relatives, student leaders, students, good evening. Let me say that Kedi asked me to come for the launch of our book. So the most important thing is first to congratulate you for having written that book. Even if somebody else helped you to write, the thoughts are yours, and you must have outlined it. So first point is to congratulate you. Then let me, give a hand. Thank you very much. Let me tell you, I got to know Babu Owino before I know Kendi. Because as Babu Owino told you that he was trying to hunt for me to become a vice chancellor of Nairobi University. And at that time, I just taken a contract as a chairperson of Public Service Commission, and I told him I already had a contract which I must serve to the end. But that was not the reason. I know the terror students can give. The lesson here is you must know what you say yes and what you say no. So I was very, very clear. Later on, I came just as I was serving my contract, 2017, and I strongly felt our President Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta needed to come back for his second term. And for that to happen, especially in my county, we needed a little bit of civic education. Why are we advocating that he should come back? And when we just started that, then I came to find Kendi. Kendi, having that experience of student leader, I already saw that she has some leadership qualities which we could harness by having her with us in the field. So Kendi has become many things in me. Kendi has many things in me. What am I saying? Kendi is my daughter. That is one. Kendi is also my staff, in particular PA, political affairs. And you know why political affairs? Because she's actually a politician. Although she is in the public service, I know with the Ambassador Kabera, we still need to mentor and find where she finds a middle ground. Sometimes I feel like she won't fit in the public service so well. Maybe we release us to go to do politics. So I think we have some homework. So, and also she's my mentee. My third point is, Candy, you know, sometimes in leadership we argue, are leaders born or made? And in her, I find that she was born. She was already born with those traits. In the market, she could command people. In primary school, she could command some authority. But however, having taken part in student leadership and many other, but leadership is about power relations. Nobody will give you. So my advice would start young, being a leader that can influence good decisions for the good of the society. Because if you were to be given, you see those people like Sakanya now, Babowino, you think they'll move for you so that you can come, because you have made a lot of noise and the government is not giving you space. So I think it is always good to know what you are good at as a leader, develop it, so you are very knowledgeable, make an impact. I think that's why Kendi at her age and at her position, she can command 2 CSs. Like this. And I'm ambassador and the many professors here. Where is Professor Kabira? Professor Kabira is there, is also very dear to me. Anytime we want any data, statistics, and evidence on issues to do, especially with women and girls empowerment, she always provides some work around that area. So that ability to make us come here this evening, all of us, that means she has something that we admire. We can only wish her to take this forward, and if her dream is one day to become a president of this country, I don't see what stops that. So, my final thoughts are, get clarity in what you want. And once you have that clarity, then start thinking through what do you need to put in place so that you can achieve that vision that you have. Finally, I think since you are here and you see where this country is going, you are public service, we never tell you where you want to go, but think, this is our country. We really grow into so that we can be able to be a society or people who are able to do their business, who are able to grow their families and communities in the most supporting environment. So, and that can only come if we are going to elect leaders who are first, God-fearing, 2, they are competent, 3, they have a track record. If you can't really see that in any leader, you are not business trying to get votes for them. And I think it's the youth you have the biggest number who can help this country reach to bigger heights. You have seen what the president has done, especially for the youth. You know he's a champion for the youth. And all of you who are here can say, I don't think you'll be in a better space for youth development than we are now. And I think that's why I felt very encouraged to come and support Kelly, and by extension we support each other so that we can make a contribution that demonstrates we left a better Kenya than we found it. This CS is not very, very formal. We don't have speeches, but when I was asked to come and launch the book, and then they were mentioned when we were in the national function, and you said you come, we are going to launch that book together. So what I would like to do is to give you an opportunity. This is your Minister of Youth, so that you can say a few remarks regarding Kennedy's and the writing of the book, and then thereafter you proceed to launch the book. But we want to leave you to proceed with your program. So Sisaka, you are still my staff of maybe to see as Michelle. So you make sure that people still enjoy at the end of the program. We have had a long day, we have stayed, wish to stay with you longer, but you might not be able to do that. So please be upstanding. We invite CS Minister for Youth to give the response that he wants to the youth country.
Thank you very much, Waziri. Please be seated. I think it's an ambush because CS was the chief guest. In fact, I wasn't even meant to speak after Kenny. I was supposed to speak before. But it looks like I've been ambushed, but it's not a problem. I am happy to be here for two reasons. I think we've been working closely with Kenny. When Deborah Bubi and I were looking at the advisory report, she was already in chair by the time CS Kobian passed youth to myself. We were looking at the different people, and Kenny was one of the people suggested. But I was told she is working with Professor Margaret Kobian. So when I called Prof to ask, do you think we can appoint her? Would you allow? It was an instant yes, she's okay. Even though I'm working with her, I think we'll allow her to have time. And I can say since then, and all the meetings that we've had, she's really been the firebrand, as you say. And I'm sure that is not something I need to tell you. You know her and you see the work that she does. We've been working at the National Youth Council looking at different projects. And one of them is looking at the 370 billion that is transferred to the counties. Can the youth actually start taking charge of that, getting elected and leading? And really, she's one of the key leaders that has been doing that. So that's one of the reasons that I felt it was important to come and be with her and actually support her. I was convinced that I would only come and listen, maybe buy a book or two, and then go to my other meeting. But speaking is always okay. Let me say I'm going to be a bit more blunt than Professor here. You know this hall, when I've come to this hall, either there's been the president, I've had, Obama was here. I think, if you remember, we even had fireworks for him at some point. So many things have happened in this Taifa hall. So you chose a significant and important venue. I was even asking, but then why did you choose Madaraka? It's a day when we are stuck in a State House or Uhuru Garden. There's so much going on. You know, why should we choose that day? But this is your day. You're also getting the Madaraka. You're getting your freedom. So, you know, we are here to celebrate, and I thought that that is important. I would say you've all come to support Kenya. And it means you want Kenya to become president, isn't it? Let me assure you, she is very composed and presents herself very well. But in terms of strength, my friends, during the first term, I used to go and see the professor and I'm telling her, look, I need an advisor. Government is very tough with idea. Let me be a partner here. This is how we manage it. And eventually now we're working together and seeing a lot of transformation going on. So I know that Kenya is in very safe hands. But start opening the doors for women. India. And you have a great opportunity on 9 of India. Siku hiyo inawezekana. I'm not a politician. And maybe from 10th of August I'll come, even me I want to be a professor. Everyone speaking here is a doctor or professor. Mimi hiyo sijafika. I want to also get into that space. I think we've really enjoyed our time in government. And we've seen the transformation, the changes. Launched yesterday of Uhuru Gardens to show us our history and how this country is transforming. I think we want to see that continue. But it cannot continue if our young people feel disenfranchised, feel that they don't own this country. They are not owners, but it's like you're renting. You're not the landlord. You own this country. It is your country. Tomboya, when he was out there in the US campaigning for Kennedy, he was a young man, he was below 30. He was there when that speech of I Have a Dream was being read. He was one of the people who spoke. So, you know, you can do it. And we need you young people to also come out. I'm seeing quite a few of the National Youth Council board members or advisory board members, and many other and that have been produced that are quite, I would say, significant and important. Babu Owino, who just left, you've seen he can be able to get in and do things. But I think you must step forward and take charge of the country. The president has made it very, very possible for you to do very many things and to own those things. Don't feel you must rely on someone else and to have handouts, a partner. This is something that you can be able to do and transform our country properly. So the reason I am here is because I've been talking to youth a lot of the times. And many times they're just asking, so we want this, we want that, we want that. And I challenge them. You're talking of you want a change of policy. In fact, we had a whole session where we were discussing policy. But I was saying maybe the one thing you should be asking, because there's some dialogues coming up, the one thing you should be asking the fifth or Raila, whichever name you want to choose, is buy a tractor for every county. Ask for something concrete that you can use that is a factor of production that will allow you to do things. I was even proposing that you should ask for a cow, one that you can milk, not the one you then sell for meat, because it allows you to have a small business and to work. And the reason I'm here, and I chose to be here even though I'm supposed to be in a different meeting, is because Kennedy has actually taken it upon herself to stand out, to step out, and actually to go into writing books and to tell people her story. She's taking that action. She's not waiting for us to do these things for her. She's actually doing it. And so I'm encouraging and charging all of you to really go out and just make things happen. It is our time. It's time for Africa and it is time for Kenya. We are the heart of Africa. You've seen the president now has expanded our territory. We are 300 million strong with the East African community. DRC has come in. You've seen he's spending a lot of time with Ethiopia. That's another 100 million that could be added. Surely, how much bigger of a market do you need? I think to sell your book, it can be very easy to get all those people. So I'm here to support you and to make sure that we as government are supporting you, but even me individually. We've only interacted at the Youth Council, but I have learned and seen a lot, and that energy must be harnessed and must be promoted. So I will buy quite a few books. I'm not sure when they're supposed to announce, but I'll announce when the time comes. Asante sana. Thank you very much. Mungu awabariki.
So Gian is going to hand over this, which is the unveiling of the book to our two chief guests, and then of course, together, they are going to launch the book. And I want you guys to be upstanding. This is the moment why we will be here. I want you, when time comes to make the best noise ever, clap if you want to do, shout, and the Professor Red, you can join. You're the host, you can decide to put off the lights when we're still launching. Just join us on the stage. Allow me now to proceed and request Gian do the honors together with Irene Kendi. Deborah, will you please join us? Quickly, you're here. I think that is when we start to witness the great moment of our life. Oh, I can't hear you, I can't hear you. I can't hear you. I can't hear you, I can't hear you. This is the moment you've been waiting for. The greatest opportunity. Oh, amazing. This is the greatest moment. Oh, wonderful, wonderful. Now, on the count of 3 to 1, and then Professor and the chief guest will open on the count. 3, 2, 1, let's go! Congratulations, congratulations, congratulations. Let's go, let's go, let's go! Oh, congratulations.
Congratulations. I have a message for you. God has sent me to you. I have a message for you. God has sent me to you. Listen, them say them tell you, say you can never be the one. But God say, make I tell you, say now you him choose in 1 month, in 1 week. You will sing a new song in 2 days, a lesser than you will hear. Congratulations, you're in the glory of God. Congratulations, He has done it for you. And you will come back with a new song to sing. God is good. Yes, you will come again with a new song of praise. God is good. Oh, congratulations. 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 Say what the Lord has done for you. Congratulations. God is good. Them say that I can never be all that I see. I've seen that God is greater than that. Who can battle with the Lord? No, nobody. Who can change His mind around me? Through many years, in many ways, I have seen His faithfulness forever and ever. Congratulations, I have seen the glory of God. Congratulations, He has done it for me. And I have come back with a new song to sing. My God is good. Yes, I will come again with a new song of praise. My God is good. Oh, congratulations.
Thank you very much. This is a great evening where we are coming over Firebrand, a journey of brokenness, breakthrough, loss, and restoration. Our whole book. And one of the lessons I'm taking away, when an idea is good, the resources are not a problem. Kennedy started this book with no money, but the book is here now. So whenever your idea is good, resources are no longer a problem. Please take that view. So I'm very, very happy and the vision can do once more. You get final ones also for my colleague.
Thank you very much. I'm also, I would say, really impressed. Very well done. You're very inspiring to everybody because they know, as the professor has said, if you have a dream, it is possible. In fact, I think now that August 10th is not far, maybe we should meet. I might have a need for a book, even me. Not just to read, because this is the inspiration I am seeing. I'm inspired to know that we can all tell our stories, and we all have stories, and these stories are important. They guide and drive others, and so far what I have seen gives people the opportunity to know that they can actually do more and bigger things and even care for others. And we should not be embarrassed to tell these stories. Sometimes we only tweet, and we tweet and say certain things. Even the president was talking about that today. But if you write, you know that this is something you really believe in, something that will transform not just your life, but many other lives. And I'm so happy that, we have all these professors here, people who have so much experience, and they're here to support. As CS said, 2 ministers. I think that's, it speaks for itself. And I think we should have had more, because this is really significant and really coming from the youth, from young people, women. Awesome. Asante sana. So I think I'm going to buy, I want 50 of this. Can I have 50? Yeah? Asante sana. Thank you.
I'm challenged. I think I'm also going to buy 50 because I'm going to give her pocket money as well. Thank you, everyone.
tumetoka na mahali tumefika, ndiyo maana ninatambua kwamba wewe ni Ebeneza. Sio kwa uwezo wangu, ila ni kwa uwezo wako. Mahali nimefika Baba, acha nikushukuru. Bwana, umenisaidia nifike mahali nimefika. Bwana, wewe ni Ebeneza maishani mwangu.
My name is Betsy Kendi, she's my namesake, and I fondly call her Chau. So I have known her since she was a little girl, because we went to the same school. She's younger than me, so of course I was ahead of her, but I've seen her grow from this young girl to a fine, vibrant woman and a courageous person that she has become. So carving of a firebrand is what describes her as a person. I am not surprised of what Kendi can do, because for her, her limit is not even the sky. So we are expecting big things from her, and she should be something like Kidamata Karua. She should be the first actually president of this country. So thank you very much, and Kendi, when you watch this, congratulations, I know that.
How are you? Hi, mambo watu wetu. My name is Steve Roots. I'm a Mongera. One day I do fast out. One day I was praying and it can be a Kendi. One thing, I think one day you become something in this country that no one ever thought you would be or you ever become. So, like this book is having Firebrand. Sasa wacha nikuambie the meaning, and ukiniona tu utakumbuka what I told you Kendi long time ago. Everyone hakuwa nione hiyo. You'll be the vice president of this country. Believe me. Just moja ukiona hii video you remember Steve Roots saying this. Sidio? You remember? Nothing to say. Hey guys, I'm gonna enjoy this. I'm gonna buy 10 for my primary school, Kilalai Primary School. I'm gonna send them tomorrow and they'll be blessed.
I'm Carol. I'm Kendi's friend. Actually, we started our friendship from class 3. We've been friends from class 3. She has been my mentor, though we are age mates. We've gone through a lot together. Actually, we've celebrated each other. She has celebrated my achievements. I have always been there through her ceremonies, graduations. I can say she's nothing but a fire. Yeah? And I wish her all the best. One day she'll be a great woman of this country and the world at large. Kendi, we love you. We love you so much. All the best, my sister.
kutoa shukrani nyingi kwa Mwenyezi Mungu na zaidi ya yote kumshukuru Kendi kwa sababu ya sherehe yake ambayo imekuwa ni ya kufana. Amesafiri safari ndefu, lakini amefungua milango ya wengi kuwaonyesha ya kwamba haijalishi mahali umetoka, haijalishi familia yako iko namna gani, kwa sababu hiyo hadithi ameandika imeinua wengi, hasa akina wasichana na akina mama. Imekuwa ni siku nzuri sana. Hiki kitabu chake kina hadithi yake ya kutoka utotoni, na kweli nyota ya mtu huanza kung'aa kitambo. Nyota ya Kendi imeng'ara na wengi watafuata nyayo zake na watajua ya kwamba ukiota ndoto si lazima ulale. Ukiamuka utafikia ndoto lako, na ijalishi ni kwa miaka mingapi au ni lini. Kendi saa hii ana umri mkubwa, lakini sifa zake zimeenea kote taifa letu na hata kimataifa kupitia kwa uandishi wa kitabu hiki chake. In fact amekuwa na shauku nyingi ya kufanya yale yote alikuwa akiyafanya maishani mwake. Imekuwa ni changamoto nyingi amepitia, lakini hiyo haikumzuia kuwa mahali alipoota kuwa. Tumeshukuru leo tumezindua kitabu chake ambacho kimekuwa ni kitabu wengi watakisoma na wakifurahia. Sherehe imefana sana na tunashukuru, na kwangu ninamwambia Kendi, huu ni mwanzo, sio mwisho. Kuna mengi ambaye anatarajia kufanya na atafikia yote. Nyota yako Kendi haizuiliwi na yeyote kung'ara. Kusema kweli, umetuweka katika ramani kama kina mama asaidi kutoka eneo la maua, tukijua ya kwamba mazingira yale umetoka hayajazuia wewe kuafikia ndoto lako. Asanti na uendelee vivyo hivyo. Tunajua siku zijazo utakuwa kiongozi si wa kitaifa tu, bali hata wa mataifa. Shukrani.